Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is Taj, aka MahTaj Massage, and this is MahTaj Midas Living. I hope that whoever is tuning in right now, I hope you are blessed, I hope you're good. And it's that time of month again for another energy update, energy reading, prophetic message, little bits of all sorts, to be fair, because if you haven't worked out by now, I tend to pick up on the energy of what's going on before I do the actual card reading. So I'm going to start with that as usual, then we'll get into the cards, and then if any other insights come through, then I'll do that too. But before we get into that, if we vibe, join the tribe. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Also, when it comes to subscribing, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you are notified of all my upcoming videos, and make sure you click notify all so that you aren't notified of just random sporadic ones. You'll be notified of every single one that comes out. So as I mentioned, usually I pick up on the energy beforehand when it comes to these things. So originally I was going to record yesterday but didn't get to record, but I did get some downloads in regards to the energy that I've been picking up on. So I wrote it all down. So I'm just going to go through this first before I actually get into the card reading itself. So one of the energies I've been picking up on recently is like bad mind and like hater energy coming towards people that are of the light, and it's kind of a collective thing I've been picking up on. It's been an experience of myself, but more towards springtime for me personally. But I've done a few personal readings for people and they are people of the light as well, and I've been picking up on the same energy around them, and just having conversations with people like friends and stuff. I've noticed they've been experiencing similar things with people hating on them for no reason. Literally, they're just being good people, giving out light to the world and all of that stuff. So yeah, there's a Judas in the circle, or there could be more than one Judas in the circle. So what I've written here is, for some this may be past energies, others it is the present situation, and for the rest this is an upcoming energy of something that you may be experiencing. So with those of us that are experiencing this hateration, some of you know who this is, some of you don't, and others are awaiting confirmation. So some of you might have like a gut feeling about someone who's close to you, but because you have no proof, you're just kind of letting them live their life or whatever. But part of you's like, something's off with you. I don't know what it is, but something's off. And at some point there is going to be a confirmation so that you can you can put your mind at ease kind of thing. But in regards to you finding out who it is or already knowing who it is, God has said not to act on it as he's dealing with them. Don't take it into your own hands, as he will punish them accordingly. And many of us will be able to witness this. I can't lie, the petty side of me is like, I would like to witness this. But at the same time, if I don't see what's happening to a person, I don't care. I'll just keep my focus on what God has for me, and I suggest that you guys do the same as well. And then I've written, either way the truth will come to light and the justice will be served and balance will begin to be restored. And on the other side I've put, it's mad because God has been repeatedly showing me the number 144, which is linked to the 144,000, which links to the sealed ones of the book of Revelation. And then I've written here, this makes sense because I've been picking up on the energy of the enemies of my clients and close people around me, as well as my own, which I previously mentioned to you. All of those with enemies, including myself, are of the light and are doing their very best to take the righteous path, trying to do the right thing, do right by people despite how other people act towards them. What else have I written? So yeah, trying to take the righteous path, and despite the setbacks, you, or should I say we, continue to walk in the light, and this further fuels the hate, especially if they've been working on the dark side, like they're aware that they are on the dark side. So when I say that, so some people aren't spiritual, but they can still send bad mind energy towards you. So them thinking bad things about you is still sending that energy your way. And then there's other people who are on the dark side but spiritually, and they will do things like witchcraft and spells and those kind of things to try and work against you, to set you back, take you off your path, etc., etc. Excuse the noise. Funny that all my videos recently have had banging in the background. Today it was literally silent all day, and now I want to film this reading. Now the banging starts. I'm just like, oh my gosh, enemies everywhere, I swear. But we're going to push through and we're going to continue, because that's what we do. That's what people of the light do. So yeah, this further fuels the hate, especially if they've been working witchcraft against you. And then the last bit of the message I got was keep walking with God. And I also had a confirmation of this message that came through yesterday. So after I wrote it down, and then I was doing my hair and stuff, and then straight after I had written all that information down, on my Spotify, it was selected on shuffle, the Lauryn Hill song Forgive Them Father came on, and I was just like, what are the chances? Like, what are the chances? I was just like, wow. So obviously it says forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. So that's something else. Yes, people are going to wrong us. That's going to happen. If you're a person of the light, it comes with the territory. Don't let it change you. Don't let it make your heart unclean. Don't let it have hatred in your heart. Continue to have forgiveness in your heart. Just because you forgive, it doesn't mean that you accept what someone's done, but it gives you peace and gives you a place where you can continue to walk with God without any obstacles. So now let's get into the actual reading. As per usual, I'm going to pick a card from each of the decks, or at least that's always the aim. If we need clarification on cards, then I will also do that. But as per usual, we're going to start with the tarot deck. I'm just going to say a quick prayer before I start that. So thank you, Father, for giving me the gift of prophecy. I pray that whoever comes across this video in whatever timeline, I pray that they receive the message that they are meant to receive from this. I pray that you decrease me and increase the Holy Spirit in me so that I can get the correct message across, whatever it is that you're trying to channel down through me with the collective. I pray that they use their discernment when watching this video. I also pray that they test the spirit and check with you for whatever messages come through for them, to ensure that they are receiving the messages that they need to receive. Thank you for listening to me. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, let's get into it. So we're going to start with the tarot deck first. It'll be interesting to see what comes out. But yeah, it's definitely a collective energy. There's even been other readers, but the readers, they have readers that walk with God. They have been picking up on this energy as well. It's very strange. And other people with the gift of prophecy as well, they've collectively been picking up on this energy. So it's definitely something that is going around right now for us chosen ones. So let's see what's going to come out of this deck. What do we need to know? If I can even shuffle them. What is going on, Taj? I'm so cat-handed right now. I'm struggling. Right, let's do that again. Let's see what's going to come out of this deck. Again, apologies for the noise in the background. Bloody work, man. Okay, so that's the card we need from that deck. Let's go with the angel deck next. What do we need to know, Father? Is it going to be that one? Okay, no, maybe not. Okay, it's that one. All right, now we're doing the, what's this one? The Secret Language of Light deck. I find that these cards are more for like, kind of like your soul's desires. So the other cards can sometimes be things that are more on the surface. And then this kind of aligns with the soul's desire. So like on a bit of a deeper level. Let's see what we need to know from this deck. If anything at all, that is. Okay, that's the one. You saw that there. Okay, and the last deck is the Divine Timing deck. Let's see what we need to know from here. And obviously what I'll do is I will go through the guidebooks that I've got, so my own tarot guidebook that I've kind of written myself, and then the ones that come with the other decks. And then if anything else comes through to me via the big guy, I will pass that information on too. I can't believe this is the last reading of the year. Like, this is December. Obviously it's not December as I'm filming it. It's currently the 25th. Yes, the 25th of November as I'm recording this. But this is the energy for next month that I've been picking up on. It's almost been a year since I've been doing this channel as well. I don't understand where the time has gone. But just trust in the process, as it was God who told me to come here. Do we need to know anything from this deck? Okay. Okay, we do. 4 cards came out. So the first card, ooh, the Justice card, again. So when I say again, this came out, I did a personal reading on myself yesterday, and this came out regarding a situation with an enemy. And this card also came out for someone that I was reading for, and there was information about them having an enemy come into justice as well. So this is what I mean about that collective energy. God's dealing with it. That's one of the things I said at the start. God is going to be dealing with any injustices that are against you, so let him handle it. But I'm also going to read what it says in my notebook as well. Also, if it's any significance to anyone, on her top there's the equal sign, but obviously if you turn it around it's an 11, and the card, the Justice card, is also 11. Okay, I'm going to hold the card up and read what I've got in my notebook. So the Justice card is connected to the courtroom, fairness in dealings, karma, balance, legal matters, and things being sorted financially. Things are working out fairly and in your favour. Trust the process. She is cool, calm and collected while weighing up her options. Speak the truth, but with love and compassion despite the hardships. It can be related to legal, financial or employment paperwork such as contracts. Maintain a balanced mind for this to work in your favour. If you have a lot on your plate right now, you need to find balance in the 3D and the 5D. Remain grounded. She holds the sword of truth and the scales to maintain balance and lead to happiness. She has and or needs to take a balanced and fair approach to the scenario or situation. Is equal like the symbol on her jumper. Restoration of karma, coming into spiritual truth of who you are, fairness in rulings, darkness coming into light, getting things in order. Don't let the heart rule the head, maintain balance for clarity, be fair. And obviously 11 is a master number and it's linked to spiritual awakening and enlightenment. And also something else that this can be linked to is connecting to your higher self, to like gain a new clear perspective into things. So one of the things that popped up was karma being restored, and that was something I spoke about before actually pulling the cards. And that was to do with, even if you find out who your enemy is or you 100% know that it is, don't deal with them. Let God handle it, because that's his job. The next card that we've got is Diamond, and it says value your self-worth. You are God's precious gem. Remember I said this message is for the chosen ones. So I'm going to read what it says in the book. Diamond is also my birthstone, in case anyone was wondering. And diamonds are formed under pressure as well, which is significant. Diamonds are wonderful symbols of how being under pressure can lead to beauty. After all, diamonds are formed by pressure on the carbon element that composes them. Perhaps you have been under strain recently or in a significant period of your life. All the stress or trauma you've endured has made you who you are. This card comes to you as a reminder that you are God's precious diamond, God's chosen one. Although you've been through a lot because of these enemies, God's strength has always supported you and always will. So that's why don't deal with this yourself. Give it to God and he'll deal with it. Now it's time for you to recognize how valuable you are. Let me just see if there's anything on the next page. Okay. Just as you would only choose diamonds that are mined in a humane, fair trade way, so too do you want to treat yourself with kindness and fairness. This may mean developing an assertive style of communication where you show yourself respect and teach others to respect you too. So part of what just came through as well is don't pander to your enemies either. Like if someone's doing you wrong, they're doing you wrong. Don't think that it's because you've done something wrong. Obviously hold yourself accountable if you have, but if you've literally done nothing to this person, you don't need to explain yourself to them if they're attacking you for something you've said or done, but you know in your heart of hearts that what you've done is the right thing. Don't pander to them. The best thing you can do is just take a step back and keep your distance and let God deal with the rest. And the next card is from the Secret Language of Light deck. And the card is light beings. And I've literally been saying the people that have been getting attacked are the people of the light, the chosen ones. I've never pulled this card before. All right, let's see what it says. I love the accuracy of this. I know all of them are accurate with what I say before pulling the cards, but it still never ever shocks me. So let's have a look and see what this says. There's that card there. This image depicts a light being. The term light being is used to describe a range of ethereal forms, including guides and angels. They observe your life from a higher perspective so they can see the most auspicious path for you to create your dreams and desires. Sometimes your light beings may seem to take you down a path fraught with difficulty. However, everything happens for a reason. Just as we know a baby will eventually walk and you will also find your footing and attain your dreams. Your light beings are not here to save you, for that would interfere with your ability to create unique paths and conclusions. They are the keepers of the faith that hold and stream your past, present and future dreams and desires to your heart. Only you can decide what to do with. Let me just change the page. That information, you can't get it wrong, for your light beings will just show you another way. So sometimes we stray on our paths being people of the light, because it's hard work to be a good person. I've definitely spoken about that before. It's easier to be bad than it is to be good in the way this world is set up. So sometimes we can get lost and confused and end up on the wrong path. But at the core, you're a good person. Your heart is pure. God knows that you want to do right by him, and he will protect you and keep you on track to your path. And as long as you stay on track and focus on the good and being good, doing good, all of that stuff, God is going to deal with this part. I just had to pause it there because upstairs was doing a spin cycle and I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like, I can't have that and the banging outside. It's just too much. Someone doesn't want these messages getting up, but we're going to continue and push through because us chosen ones needs to get our message. So these two cards, before I go into the last cards that flew out at me, these are pertaining to who you are, who we are, people of the light, doing God's work, the chosen ones. And then the justice card pertains to what is going to happen to our enemies, the people that are doing wrong by us. Whether we're aware of it or not, God is working in the background to bring them to justice. For some of us, we are going to find out who these people are. For others, we're going to get confirmation if we've had a weird feeling about certain people that are around us and in our circles. And other people, if you weren't even aware that you had an enemy, that's going to be revealed to you. But keep shining. because this is who we are. All right, let's see what these last cards are. There's even more noise outside now. It's fine. It's all right. It's all right. Very, very interesting, the 4 cards that have come out. We have got a fresh start. January is only around the corner as well. We've got full moon. We just had a full moon on, was it last week? Last week we just had a full moon. Then we've got the number 13. It says steps forward. I feel like this is towards the end of the month, but I feel like it ties in with here because this goes in kind of in order. So we've had the full moon last week, and then you're stepping forward, and 30th, obviously it's not the end of December because December has 31 days, but it's talking about stepping forward. And I feel like this is stepping forward even more so into your light, especially when God deals with this, because for some of us this could be people putting obstacles in your place, people blocking your blessings. You know that your promise is coming, but you can feel that it's close, but for some reason you're just not quite making it to where you know God has told you that you're going to be, because obviously God fulfills all his promises. So God's got to get these people out the way first in whatever way he's going to do that. So you just have to continue stepping forward, keep doing what you're doing, and a fresh start is on the way. For some of you that will be January, for others it won't be, but there is a fresh start coming. And the last card that came up from that is raise your vibration. The number 18 might be significant to some of you. It could be pertaining to the 18th of December for some, but I don't believe that's for all. Also, when you add 1 and 8 together, it's 9, and 9 is a number of completion, so the end of a cycle. So again, back to this card with the endings. But the main message that I'm getting through in regards to this raise your vibration is don't lower yourself to your enemy's level. If they're given a low blow, don't retaliate. Continue to walk in faith, continue to do the right thing, continue to lead in love, because that is the energy you need to be in. Don't lower your vibration and get onto their level, because that's what they want. Don't do it. Keep everything high and up for, and you'll be good to go. I liked this little reading. It definitely balanced off what I was talking about at the start. So again, God is going to be dealing with your enemies. Don't lower yourself to their level. Keep your vibration high. Keep focus on God. There is an ending coming. There's also a fresh start coming. So just keep your eye on the prize. Keep focused. Keep stepping forward on your path, because God has got the backs of the chosen ones. As long as you're doing what you're meant to be doing, and you know in your heart of hearts you're doing what you're meant to be doing, then God's got your back and you're going to be unstoppable. I'm excited to see what's going to come up over the month of December. If this resonates with you, or you get any confirmations come through over the month, or whenever you see this message, because these readings are timeless, whatever time you find this reading, then it is for you if God has led you there. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. I'd be curious to see what's coming up over the next month or so. I hope you've enjoyed the reading. I hope it's resonated. I hope it's given you some clarification, some confirmations for others. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Love you all.